Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Troy, where basically I talk about anything that I find interesting. If you are new here, welcome. If you already know what's going on, welcome back. So by the title of this video, you can tell that we're going to be talking about Young Thug and Mariah the Scientists. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, for the most part of the last 3 years, Young Thug was fighting RICO charges in Atlanta, Georgia. They did not give him a bond. They had him locked down, or had him locked up, let me say, and Mariah the Scientist had him locked down. I believe that they were dating a couple months to a year before he ended up getting locked up back in 2022. He recently just accepted a plea deal, but also Mariah the Scientist, who's an R&B singer, was scheduled to go on tour, child. And once that plea deal came into fruition, what tour? What tour? And so now we have a messy caller that is releasing jail calls and information that assumingly was evidence from the trial that just happened into the public sphere, aka on Twitter, etc., that is causing some tension in the relationship. And it's just a lot going on. And so, like I said, in this video, we're just gonna look and see what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little opinions, you know, my little 1-2, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about something else. Cause like I said, at the end of the day, this ain't really got nothing to do with me. So the first thing I wanted to say is Mariah. Like, come on, girl. Said nobody told you this back at the cookouts. You ain't heard this song back at the cookouts, girl. Said with the aunties drinking the wine coolers, cousins playing dice. Like, come on, girl. But I'ma stay off. Like I said, this is a no judgment zone.
Child. Anyway,
So for my girls that aren't really familiar with what exactly happened with the YSL RICO trial, I did find an article online that I'm gonna use to just kind of run through real fast to kind of just, you know, bring you up to speed, because that is not what this video is about. We can have a whole nother video conversation talking about just the egregious behaviors of the Georgia justice system and just their downfalls and the embarrassment of this case. But like I said, that's not why we're here. So we got this Billboard article, timeline of Young Thug's YSL RICO trial. Highly publicized trial kicked off November 23 with the rapper accepting a plea deal on Halloween 2024. The hip-hop world was collectively turned upside down when Young Thug, Warren Jeffrey Williams, along with 27 others, were arrested in May 2022 as part of a sprawling 56-count indictment for violations of Georgia's RICO Act. That's Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. Thug, identified to be the leader of Youngstown Life, which Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis believes is a violent street gang that has a history dating back to 2012 of committing a series of crimes including murder, robbery, theft, carjacking, assaults, and more. Young Thug has been denied bond on multiple occasions and will remain behind bars in Cobb County until the highly publicized trial concludes. It took more than a year for the case to see the jury, and the YSL trial finally kicked off in November 2023. According to Atlanta NBC affiliate, prosecutors said in court in 2023 that its laundry list of potential witnesses included 737 names, and starting at 28 co-defendants, that number has dwindled to 6, including Young Thug. After delays, requests for bail denied, multiple changes in judges, accusations of prosecutorial misconduct, and more, the rapper agreed to a plea deal on October 31st, 2024. That actually summed that up, I feel like, pretty nicely, to be honest. Yeah, basically that trial was a shit show. I watched, I believe, most of like the later half of the trial on YouTube daily, like, you know, just kind of catch the tea during my free time as I could. During this whole time, he is supposed to be in a relationship with Mariah the Scientist. Now, for the girls that, you know, keep up in news, I do remember that there was some time ago that a woman had posted, she was at, I don't know where she was, somewhere tropical nice, living real lavish. There was like something in the water that was saying like free Jeffrey or something, and she posted that on Instagram with a snake. And I know everybody was talking about back then, like, this is why you don't hold it down. What about Mariah? What is going on? Like, not Jeffrey's out here playing the girl from behind bars. So, let me see if I can find that.
5 minutes later.
So I was actually able to find the picture that I was referencing. It's by some girl named Oopsie Daisy. She was in Bali, Indonesia. And like I said, in this water, it's talking about some free Jeffrey, got the slat slime in the water. So we all know what Jeffrey she's talking about. Looking good, no face, no case. But I mean, she posted on her Instagram, so we know who it was. And clearly there was a lot of people mentioning Mariah the Scientists, like, whoa, girl, this supposed to be your man, your man, your man.
B, I did not see her on the sheet. If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
But even then, before that, some jail calls had got leaked of Mariah the Scientist playing crazy, child. Or just, I guess just so in love with her man, child. I don't know. You let me know.
You sexy. What you was doing before we got here?
Working out.
I miss you bad, man.
I miss you too, baby.
Can I see your arm?
As I was saying, like I said, Mariah the Scientist, she is an aspiring R&B singer from Atlanta that's been dating him, and she was supposed to be going on tour. Okay, so I found this article from Hot New Hip Hop. Mariah the Scientist causes controversy by skipping out on tour date after Young Thug's release. Mariah the Scientist faced a pretty difficult roadblock recently that we certainly don't envy, love or duty. If you're reading this from under rock, you might not know that her boo Young Thug recently left prison after taking a plea deal in the YSL RICO case. The singer shared her heartfelt gratitude for this and fan support during the recent stop, where as she joined Caribou as a supporting act for Lago's Sugar Honey Iced Tea track. Lotto definitely snapped with the album Sidetrack. She did her one too. She's putting on for the South. Period. Love my girl. Said Midwest. We need to rise. We need to stand up. Where my girl Lakia at? We need it. But it seems like she chose love. Fans took to social media to debate after a clip emerged from a Cincinnati show on Friday after Mariah canceled her appearance on it. Hey Cincinnati, due to unforgettable circumstance, Mariah the Scientist will no longer be joining us for the Lotto show at the Brady Music Center tonight. Don't worry, Lotto and Caribou will still be there to give you an unforgettable night. Rather than showing up to perform, she called in via FaceTime, which was displayed on screen as fans sang her track Spread Thin to her. Girl, I know you lying. Furthermore, it's unclear if Mariah the Scientist will return to the tour soon, which ends on December 7th. I'm assuming she hasn't. Some fans completely understand why she would want to presumably take time off to be with Young Thug, whereas others point to her responsibility to respect ticket holders and fulfill her commitment. Now, in my opinion, I definitely agree that, like I said, we can be all in love all day, all day, all day. I understand that he was just locked up, but girl, money is calling. When the coin calls, girl, we have to get up. We have to rise up, and we have to go get that money. Like I said, we gotta go to the money. Okay, we gotta, like, what are we doing?
Turn this on. Turn it on!
Especially when you've held him down for such a long time. You know, when your opportunities come in, you know, which I'm sure that in that meantime, between time, you've been having to, you know, kind of get yourself out there, you know, get your name and, you know, kind of put some, get in the mud, you know, yourself on your, you know, for your own. And so you want to make sure that you keep that ball rolling. You never want to, you know, put a man over your money. Never put a man over your money, babe.
Business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about.
Like, no shade, because then, like, what if Lotto now, you know, because of this, you know, yes, understandable, but it's unreliable. You know, I'm assuming that those people in Cincinnati was expecting to see Mariah the Scientist. Hell, Midwest does not get that many shows.
Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T.
Milwaukee, Cincinnati, I don't even know, Des Moines, Iowa, like, a lot of these shows, when artists decide to go to the Midwest, if they're not going to Chicago or Detroit, you know, it's a very rare occasion. And so we do look forward to, you know, we do look forward to going to these shows when y'all supposed to come there. And so when y'all aren't there, that's very disappointing. Like I said, I'm from Wisconsin, and so I know that we done had a couple cancellations, and on the book, they be mad. They be real mad. So, again, I definitely would say, you know, I can understand that, you know, you miss your man, he's out here right whoop-de-doo, but you do have obligations and responsibilities that, you know, especially if you do consider yourself an artist.
Business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about.
And you do want to take this seriously, then, I mean, you need to at least do the bookings that you're getting, babe. So, you know, the bookings can continue to come in. Because if the bookings that you are getting, you're not going to, then, babe, you're not going to get, like, I wouldn't put a non-refundable deposit up that I might not get because she decides that tonight she wants to stay in and clap her toes and gargle on his balls. Like, come on now. So.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
And so clearly somebody's messy ass has been, and so if you ask me, allegedly somebody's messy ass over there at the DA office, the prosecution team, evidence that was in that case that is no longer, valid because he done took the plea deal. They are looking to see what is messy, what can ruin the image or possibly ruin, situations around him because they couldn't get him through this messy trial. They are basically going to, try to tarnish his image, ruin his relationships if they can, go through all of the mountains and mountains of evidence that they didn't want to share with the defense until the last second. And see what they can find, and like I said, just slowly drop it out on Twitter and on the medias, and just see what it do, see what about.
Yeah. What you out here being messy for?
And to be honest, you can tell that it's real messy because I believe it first started off with some girl. Actually, not even some girl, somebody's wife. So they're doing their one too.
Things, what is it?
I don't know. I just had I don't know.
Tell me. Don't do that. Tell me. Please.
I thought we were just aligned. I thought we were the same. I just couldn't believe what you. I don't know.
We are aligned. We are. I said it came out wrong. I'm sorry. I worded it the wrong way, and I did not mean it that way. I really did. You have to believe me. You're laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny. I would never say that. I would never say that. That's not the person I am. I would never. Why are you looking at me like that? Stop. You don't even believe me. It's you don't believe me. You're raising your eyebrow. You're like...
I already know that she's sprung, child, because if you look at the back, she's not even at home. She had to get dressed. She had to go down there and go sit in a visitation room to talk to him. So that's already a lot of effort for somebody that, like I said, this is supposed to be in 2022. That's already publicly somebody's man. And then, she's like, tell me, please, tell me. She really wants to know. You could tell, he down there playing with her.
The same.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
And so, if I were to have some advice to Mariah, it would be, girl, leave that man alone. Leave him alone. I don't know how many more leak calls have to be leaked, or at least let him know that you're serious about leaving if he's not going to get his act together. If it's not going to be copacetic. And if anything, he low-key need to kind of air out. Said, I'll be wanting to hear, what else have you been saying in jail? What else can I be expecting, prosecution allegedly to be leaking on Twitter in a couple days? He would have to come clean. And, he would have to definitely buy a couple Chanels. Said, we're going to run them pockets real nasty. Merry Christmas. But just the fact that she said thank you kind of already lets me know, girl, she ain't going nowhere. I really do hate that for my girl. Hate that for a lot of my girls. But we're not even gonna really get into that.
What do you mean by that?
Not get into that, but I really don't like that for her. Cause like I said, just me personally, I could not hold down no man in jail. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care whatever the case is. Like I said, call me after the jail, after the bid, okay? Especially with me being gay, gay men going into jail, hold him down. I don't trust it. Like, all right, don't trust it. Bye. Said, like I said, call me after. We could see if I'm still in that mindset, you know, or in a mindset that I could accept at that point a hardened criminal in my life or in my life, you know. But ultimately, no. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucia.
And so since these videos have came out, like I said, it really just sounds like that it's a joke, it's a game, which I think is crazy and should also show her, you know, kind of what he thinks of her, and that he is more than likely not taking this type of situation seriously. And it's very unfortunate because, like I said, we could have a whole nother conversation just about this whole idea of, like I said, the high value man and, like, you know, what that is. And a lot of people would consider Young Thug a high value man just based off of the income that he seemingly brings in. But again, you know, when you have like situations to where you're supposed to be in committed relationships and, you know, you're talking to other women, or, you know, you're entertaining other people, and, you know, you're talking crap, just not being on the team of the person that you're supposed to be partnered with, these are not high value behaviors or reflective of such.
Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T.
Ultimately, I think that it's, when it comes to Mariah, you know, it's about the self-worth. At the end of the day, you could take a horse to the water, but you cannot make the horse drink. If she feels like that's where she deserves to be at, child, girl, love it down. No shade. Like, if that's where you want to be at, then by all means, stay where you at. Like I said, she already responded, thank you, even after all the embarrassment. So clearly, you know, she's gonna have to just cool down a little bit and she'll be back around. But I wonder now, you know, I wonder now if she thinks like, damn, maybe I should have went to Cincinnati. You know, maybe I should have joined Lotto for the Sugar Honey Iced Tea, because now that's over. You know, that time has came and went, girl, and you were supposed to be, you know, completely a part of that moment, and you cut it short for a dude that is out here embarrassing you Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Feliz Navidad. And so, just like my mama always said, my family always said, a hard head make a soft ass.